The 8th of April, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Morning, Alan. Good morning, Roy. Okay, so we're on Gimel Amid Aleph.
Morning, Phil. Everybody else. Again.
We wanted to mention to Phil about the famous money.
Oh, yeah. So we'll see if we could. Who's gonna be here for Bein Hazmanim?
Be around most of the time. I mean, there may be certain single days here and there, but I may be on the road. You know, I'm definitely maybe on the road. You know, and definitely not. You know, Pesach day, Pesach no, Bein Hazmanim, nothing Cholamot type thing.
I think Meir will probably be here.
Okay. Okay, so we'll try to see if we could do so the thing is like this, if we have two shirim, so then we'll have one of the shirim will be if we have two people want to continue Metzia. You want to learn a different Gemora for Bein Hazmanim, or you want to just continue with Bava Metzia?
I'm open to either. I've learned Bava Metzia before, so but review is not a bad thing. So, I'm open to either one you want to do.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, like Mayor said, you don't have to if the page is already open, so then we just go with the flow.
Right. I've already got Bava Metzia in this room, so
okay.
Save me having to go to the other room and get another book.
Okay. So okay, so okay, we'll try to see if we could do two shiurim, bli neder. See if that'll work. And so then we'll have the first shir is Choreb, and the second shir will be Bava Metzia.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
So we'll be available at a regular time, Phil.
Okay.
For Bava Metzia.
Right. So, you know, so as I say, this week and next week should be around pretty much. If anything, I'm on the road for a day, and I'll try to tune in from the road if I have to. And just not the getting to that last week before Pesach. Pesach is a you know, Erev Pesach's a Monday. Say it's Monday night, so that Sunday is definitely not going to be very good of a day to deal with. It's got to get the place changed again. That Sunday. It's change the kitchen.
Very well. Okay. Okay, so we are up to a new section over here. The Gemara is starting over here. Lema masnisen de lo kerebiosi. And this is the last word on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th line. Line number 8. First word in the line is bataliso. Everybody got the place?
Yeah. Alan, do you know where it is? You're muted.
Okay.
You're still muted.
Oh, Alan's got the red mic.
Not anymore.
Not
Alan,
anymore.
Alan, we're on 3A1.
Right, okay,
And we're on the left-hand column, the bottom.
right. The Gemora now considers.
That's right. So I don't know who's reading, but yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay, Alan, you can, would you like to start?
Right. The Gemara now considers whether our Mishnah is consistent with a ruling of Rabbi Yossi. Gemara asked, Lamor Masa ni Seed Delo Rabo Yosei. Mishnah is not cut in accordance with the view of Rabbi Yossi. He could be Yossi or Lamar Im came if seed Ramoni Allah a call Ad Shavor.
Okay.
Were in accordance with the view of Rabbi Yossi. Why he says, if so, what does a deceiver stand to lose? Rather, it should be all set aside with until Elijah the prophet comes. Similarly, in the case of the Mishnah, Rabbi Yossi would clearly rule that the cloak is not divided at all. Rather, it is withheld entirely from both disputants and set aside until the coming of Elijah.
Okay, so Rabbi Yossi, we're not haven't been introduced to Rabbi Yossi yet. We don't know what the case is that Rabbi Yossi is talking about. What Rabbi Yossi said is based upon a Gemora on Lamed Zion Amid Aleph. Is there a Rashi that fills us in what the Gemora is talking about over there? Is there a Rashi over here at all altogether?
Yeah, there's a Rabbi Yossi, but maybe that's it. There's a Rabbi Yossi on the last on the last wide line on top. Rabbi Yossi, if that's the one that's part of it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, let's read that Rashi.
Okay. So that Rashi is the Rabbi Yossi. The Lakaman later on, the Mafki, with the name of the Hamafki, which is the name of a perik, on Daf Lam Zion Amud Aleph. Shnayim Shefkidu Etzel Achad. The two of them deposited something with one person. Ze mana. This portion or this one gave a mana. Ze matayim. This one gave 200. Like a mana is like 100 sus, and matayim is 200 sus.
Yeah.
Ze oma matayim shali, and he says the 200 are mine. Ze omer matayim shali, and he says the 200 are mine. How can you say 200 is one?
Uh-huh.
You only deposit 100. Anyway, let's continue on. The Kamar, and it says, Tanakama, and the Tanakama says, Notain lezeh mana, lezeh mana. Each one gets a mana out of it. Out of the two, there's 200 that the guy has, and they're going to give each one back 100 and 100, even though one guy put more money in than the other guy did. The hashar and the remains, yehei monech ad shi'avo Eliyahu. And the disputed amount, we're going to wait until Eliyahu comes to settle up who gets the rest. Amar Rav Yossi said, in Cain is so, ma hefsid haramai. How does the deceiver lose anything? He made this claim and he's getting his 100 back anyway. It's not a loss to him, the deceiver. It's a loss to the other guy. That's not fair. The Lama Yoda, and why is it that Yoda Hare Kibel et Shalom, that he agrees that he should receive his. El rather Hakol Yehe Monech v'Yafsid Haramai. It all should be placed v'Yafsid Haramai, and the deceiver should lose. V'Hachigav saying Yehe Manat. This is what it means. He places it, that it's placed in front of him.
Okay. Okay, so it's there's two people that were mafkid to a nifkad. They deposited by somebody who's going to hold their money for them, 100 and then a 200, and then when it's time to receive what they deposited back, they make a fight, and they both claim that they were the one that gave the 200. Okay. And so what does the Tanakama said? The Tanakama said, give to each one a mana, because we know that each one of them has at least a mana. And the third mana, we'll put that aside to be decided when Elio tells us who it belongs to. And Rav Yossi says, no, that will, if so, then the one who's a Ramai over here, what has he got to lose from being a Ramai? So therefore he says, what?
Being a what?
Oh, Ramai. Ramai is a like Lovin. Lovin was the Arama. Lovin Harami, he was the Ramai of all time.
Okay.
So in other words, Rabbi Yossi says the guy that one of these two guys, he's a Ramai. He knows that he didn't put down 200. He knows that he's the one that put down the 100. So what's he doing over here saying that 200 belongs to him? He's a Ramai. So if then he disagrees with the Tanakama that says we'll give each one of these guys the 100 that we know belongs to them, and we'll just put aside the third disputed mana. He says no, we'll take away all the manas. We won't give any mana out to anybody. Now, like that, you're not only penalizing the Ramai, you're also penalizing the person who's not a Ramai. But the point is that Rabbi Yossi is going to envision that the guy's not going to be a Ramai, and so he won't start up like that. Okay, but in any case, that's what Rabbi Yossi holds in that case over there. Right? Rashi continues, Amar Rabbi Yossi Kain Ma Hefsida Ramai, Lama Yoda. Why should he admit that he's the one that put down the 100 only? Hari Kibil es Shalom. He didn't lose anything by being a Ramai, according to the Tanakhama. Ela Kol Yehe Munaf, V'Yapsida Ramai. Then the Ramai will lose out. In any case, what's his name? The one who's not a Ramai is losing out because he's the one that put down 200, and even according to the Tanakhama, he's not getting 200. He's only getting 100, so he's losing out in any case, either way. But Rabbi Yossi's emphasis is on trying to penalize the Ramai. Okay. So now, according to that, what would Rabbi Yossi say about our case with the talus? So what's the Gemora saying? The Gemora is saying that but let us say Lema Masnisan Deloka Rabbi Yossi is not like Rabbi Yossi, our Mishnah. Because if it would be like Rabbi Yossi would say, Im Kain Ma Hefsida Ramai. Elakol Yehemunach Yabu Elio. The Gemara says that Rabbi Yossi would not divide the talus between these two people. Both of them are holding the talus. Both of them are coming to us and claiming that they own the talus. So Rabbi Yossi says one of them is a Ramai. And so therefore we're not going to divide any portion of the talus and give it to either one of them, because we don't want to encourage the Ramai. We want to penalize him. Therefore, we're gonna put talus aside, and we're not going to give any part of the talus to either one of them. That's how the Gemora understands what Rabbi Yossi would say about our Mishnah, and therefore, our Mishnah could not be Rabbi Yossi, because our Mishnah says that we as long as both of them make a shvua, we will divide it equally between them. Okay. Now we go to the next step of the Gemara. Elamai Rabbanan. We go to Roy to continue the reading, please.
Elamai Rabbanan. What then? Does the Mishnah rather follow the view of the rabbis that dispute Rabbi Yossi? Given the Amare, the Rabbanan, Yehi Mane, Ad Sheyev Eliyahu. But since the rabbis say that the remainder should be set aside until Eliyahu comes, Nami Bishar me the he. They would apparently oppose division in the case of our Mishnah, since this cloak is analogous to the remainder in the case of the three manas, for its ownership is in doubt. So apparently then our Mishnah follows neither the rabbis nor Yosef.
Yeah.
It is in doubt.
Let's take a look at Rashi. Hanami Kishar, or no, that's weiter in the Gemara. Looks like. Is that right?
No, it isn't. No. That's now.
Hanami Kishar Dummy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Luke, you there?
I don't see him.
Okay, Phil.
Hanami also, therefore, kasher, kishad, it's like the remainder of the money. The chasam there, lana hasheni, there it's on the second mana in the Matayim. Haim Danim, the judges make a ruling. The Elu Danim al Atalit Ula. And these make a judgment on the whole talus.
Right. Hasam amana hasheni hadanin. Ve'elu danin ala talis kula. Mana hasheni, the second mana. Oh, I see what Rashi. Okay, right. You see what Rashi's saying? Rashi's saying that over there in the case of the machlokes with the three manas, Rashi says over there, Hasam amana hasheni hem danin. They're daning on the second mana, meaning that really what we're referring to is the third mana. Who, in other words, who's gonna get the second 100? Who's gonna get the second 100 of the 300? Each one of them are getting, according to Tana Kama, the Rabbanan, each one of them are receiving a mana, because we know for a fact that each one of them put down a mana. The question is, who's the one that put down the second mana? So what's in suffix? They're both claiming the second mana is theirs. And so therefore the suffix, the dispute, is on the second mana. But what is in dispute in regard to our case with the talus? What part of the talus is in dispute?
The whole talus is in dispute.
The whole talus is in dispute. Each one of them says, Kula Shali. I picked it up first. So I picked it up first. That means that I'm claiming that the whole talus is mine. And the other one says the same exact thing. He picked it up first. The whole talus belongs to him. So according to Rabbanan, what should be the disposition of our case with the talus? What would the Rabbanan say about our case? The Rabbanan would say the whole talus should be set aside, and we'll wait until Elio comes and tells us what's the din over here. But what does our Mishnah say? It doesn't say that. Mishnah says, oh, we're going to divide it as long as they make a shvua. So now we got a big problem. What's the problem? You want to say that our Mishnah is not like Rabbi Yossi? Well, it's also not like Rabbanan either.
How about Sumchus?
So what did we say about Sumchus? Oh, we answered that, yeah, it could be like Sumchus. Okay, the Gemora said, Afilu tema Sumchus. So that's what we got so far. But over here, the Gemora first started out saying, let's say the Mishnah is not like Rabbi Yossi. And then the Gemora says, well, what? It's not like Rabbanan either. It's not like either the Tanoim on the Mishnah on Lamed Zion. That's where we're holding right now. Okay, now we go to the next part of the Gemora. Hi, my, says the Gemora. Hi, my. Who you want to read?
Hi, my. What is this? Amras Bishlema Rabbanan. If we say it's understandable the position of the rabbis, Hasam, there, in the case of the three manas, Devadai Hai Maneh Dechad Mi Naihu Hu. Where there is certainly a mana, which is the property of only one of them. Amar Rabbanan Hai Muna Ad Shiyavo Eliyahu. The rabbis say, put it aside until Eliyahu comes. Hacha deika the memar did tar vaihu who. Here in our Mishnah, on the other hand, where it is possible to say that the cloak belongs to both litigants, since they might have picked it up simultaneously, Amar Rabbanan Palge Bishvua. The rabbis say, divide under oath.
Oh, excuse me, I have to go. I forgot. See you
You gotta
tomorrow.
go. Okay. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All the
All right.
best, Roy.
See you tomorrow, Mercy. Sorry.
Have a good day, Roy.
Take care.
Okay, so let's do we have Rashi over here? Echad Menayuhu. So one second, before we go to the Rashi, what is the Gemara saying over here? The Gemara is what's the Gemara saying? In other words, so far the Gemara is saying that our Mishnah cannot be either Rabbi Yossi or Rabbanan. And now is the Gemara agreeing with that, or is the Gemara challenging that?
Challenging.
Or is challenging? What's the Gemara's? What point is the Gemara challenging? That the Mishnah is not like our Mishnah is not like Rabbi Yossi, or that our Mishnah is not like Rabbanan?
But it's not like Rabbanan, because the Mishnah now is saying that the rabbis say divide. Whereas before it said the rabbis would say, let it rest for Eliyahu.
Okay, so here, if we say it's good that our Mishnah could go like Rabbanan, how are we going to say that? They didn't say the same thing over on the other Mishnah with the three manas, so we'll distinguish that case with the mana. Hasam over there with the manas, the vadai hai mana the chad menayuhu, that we know that definitely this mana in dispute belongs to only one of them. That we know. So in that case, the Rabbanan say, Amri Rabbanan, Yehimunach, Ad Shiyavu Elio. We don't want to give it to the wrong one because we know that only one of them definitely owns it and two of them do not, as opposed to the possibility that two own it. No possibility that two own it. We know that only one of the two owns the third mana, which is not true in our case. Hacha, in our case, in the Mishnah in Bava Metzia, Ikalamemar, the Travayu, who, like we said before, it's possible to say that they both picked it up exactly at the same time, together. Bahadi Adadi, they picked it up. And if so, so then it's absolutely correct to divide it equally between the two of them. So in that case, where it's possible like that, I'm a Rabbanan, Palge b'shvua. The Rabbanan will agree that in such a case, we will give it out, provided that they make a shua. Oh, okay, 12:30, right in the middle.
All right, thank you, Rabbi.
Everybody have a great day.
Take care.
All the best, Lou. All the best, Phil.
See you
All the best to
tomorrow, normal
everyone.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Regular time, regular
So,
Horeb and Bava Metzia.
Amen.
Take care.